Hello, everyone, and welcome to the inaugural edition of the Wrestling Artistry podcast. I am your host, Andre Smith, and today I will be going over the results of AEW Rampage from September 10th, 2021, emanating from Cincinnati, Ohio. So here we go. First match of the night is Pac versus Andrade El Idolo. And this was, I thought, an awesome match, as you would expect out of these two. Andrade does homage to Tetsuya Naito doing his little eyeball hand signal thing. At one point, Idolo landed a DDT on the apron to Pac on the ring apron after jumping over the top rope. As Pac was in the trio roll outside the ring, at one point Andrade hit a double stomp. Idolo hits a split leg moonsault for a near fall. Then which he executed with explosiveness. I mean, that move looked real crisp. Idolo tries for a top rope powerbomb, but Pac reverses it into a hurricanrana. Pac attempts an over the top rope powerbomb, but Idolo flips out of it, only to eat a super kick. Pac executes a top rope moonsault to Idolo to the floor. Pac almost gets the win with a 450 splash, but Idolo grabs the bottom rope to break the pinfall. Pac hits a snap German suplex, followed by a belly to belly. Chavo Guerrero gets involved, hitting Pac with his iPad, giving Idolo the win. Afterwards, Idolo, as they walking up the ramp, Idolo shocks people by hitting Chavo in the face, absolutely livid that Chavo interfered in his match. In the midst of all this, the new AEW Tag Champs, the Lucha Brothers, delivered a double super kick to Chavo. Then Pac hit and puts the brutalizer on Chavo. Here's the sad thing: Chavo was having a bad night. Darby Allin and Sting are in the ring. Allin responding to what Tully Blanchard said about him and Sting. He basically called Shawn Spears a generic piece of, there would be nothing without Tully Blanchard. Sting calls out Tully, who comes out trash talking to Sting. Meanwhile, Spears attacks Allin from behind, grabbing his legs, dragging him out to the ring, and hits his finisher onto the floor. There are clips shown of Adam Cole and Bryan Danielson talking about being in AEW. Cole says that he's not even in his prime and can wipe the floor of Bryan. That is a match I would love to see. And Bryan says in his clip that he'll take on anyone from the elite that steps up. So I'm looking for an Adam Cole Bryan Danielson match. We have a 6-woman tag match as Britt Baker, Jamie Hayter, and Rebel goes up against Ruby Soho, Chris Statlander, and Riho. The action has been going pretty well in this match. At one point, Hayter takes control with her power moves against Riho until Soho gets tagged in and takes charge, starts going crazy in the ring. Statlander delivers a double suplex to Hayter and Rebel in a great feat of strength. Soho delivers a Pele kick to Rebel for the victory. And now we have our main event: Max Caster of the Acclaimed versus Brian Pillman Jr. Brian Pillman Jr. comes out in white orange tights with black stripes on it, reminiscent of not only his Bengals, but of his late great father, Brian Pillman. Flying Brian himself. And as soon as the bell rings, Pillman attacks Caster. They start battling as Pillman's family members watch from the front row. Caster takes charge for a good portion of the match, but Pillman comes back. Then Anthony Bowens keeps interfering. but Pillman takes him out. Pillman hits a springboard clothesline for the victory. Afterwards, Bowens attacks Pillman after the match until Jon Moxley, another hometown favorite, comes out to help Bryan to close out the show. And that is it for the review of AEW Rampage. Be sure to tune in next week, and I will give another review of AEW Rampage. Until then, so long for now.